Hey YouTube, welcome to Cooking Conversations. We are making KFC Copycat chicken nuggets today, and of course they will be low sodium, so I won't be using any salt, but I am going to season it generously, and I am going to take these two breasts, I am going to cut them lengthwise, and make sure to pull off any fat or cartilage or whatever that chicken skin is that's on the chicken. You don't want to fry that up because when you fry it, it gets chewy and it just kind of messes up your nugget with cartilage and stuff. So get your breast. Don't pound it. I know normally I pound my chicken breast flat so it can cook evenly. This is probably the only time where I don't pound my chicken breast and make it flat because I want my chicken nuggets to have more meat on the inside than crust on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So don't pound it. Cut your breast lengthwise and then turn it around and cut them in little squares. It'll be a little chunky, but at least you'll have a meatier nugget, if you know what I mean. Okay, so cut your chicken nuggets. I'm going to put them in a bowl and I'm going to start to season them. And I believe I put black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika, and then I added some yellow mustard because mustard has sodium in it already. So I'm hoping that that will compensate for the salt that would normally be in these nuggets and give it a really good flavor. All right, so let's get these seasoned. There's my black pepper. Season it generously. Here is my garlic powder. I love, love, love garlic, so just put as much on there as you like. Here is my onion powder. And then lastly, I put the smoked paprika to give it that smoky flavor, and it adds color to your nuggets so they're not so pale. And because if you cook them till they're brown, 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 then your chicken inside is going to be very dry. Add you a little spread of, oops, I forgot to shake the mustard. So I got to shake it up because that was just the vinegar part. So add you a smidget. Well, that's more than a smidget, but add you some mustard to your liking. Give it a good stir so all the pieces are coated and has the seasoning and mustard and everything all over it. All right, so the next step is get you a Ziploc bag and you're going to put maybe 1 cup, maybe 1.5 cups of just plain flour on it. Now, if you're not on a low sodium diet, feel free to add salt and whatever you want to your plain flour because that's going to be the outer coating of your chicken nuggets. Okay, in a separate bowl, add another 1.5 cup of just plain flour, and again, by all means, season it with salt and whatever you like. I'm doing the low sodium version, so I'm going to hit it with a little bit more of the seasoning, the paprika, the onion powder, the garlic powder, and a little bit of pepper. But the secret ingredient to get that crispy, flaky, delicious crust, which I've discovered on YouTube, I'm not like acting like I already knew this, but it's club soda. Yes, if you want to have some crispy, crunchy, flaky chicken or whatever it is that you're frying, add some some club soda. I'm not sure what ounces this is, but this size can is perfect for about a 1.5 cup of flour. So I'm going to stir this up and I'm going to show you what the consistency should be like in the end. So see, it should be like thick pancake batter. Okay, now normally I would just dip each one of the chicken nuggets into the batter, but that's gonna take forever. So I'm just dumping them in. It's all good. It's all seasoning, all the same seasoning. And I'm gonna give it a stir and make sure that the wet batter is covering all of the chicken nuggets. Okay, so I'm gonna stir that real good. And then I'm gonna put it in the plain flour bag. Now, what I used to do is just put it in the bag and shake it up until all the flour was coated all over the chicken. But I've learned that if you give the bag with the chicken a little squeeze, the flour adheres to the chicken better and you get the flaky, crispy, crunchy. Watch. So give it a shake still, but see how I'm squeezing it and kind of pressing the flour onto the meat, onto the chicken, and when you put it in the oil, it'll stick better. So just give it a gentle squeeze. Don't pop the bag or anything, but just give it a little squeeze to press the flour on there. And the end result, it works better. The flour sticks a little better. So I had my oil already heating. I dropped my first one in. It's ready. It's bubbling. It should be cooking quickly, not, it doesn't take a long time. So I'll come back and show you when they're golden brown. There, ta-da! Golden brown. They are ready. They don't take very long to cook because you don't want to overcook them and make them dry. But the flaky, crispy, crunchy is present, and these are ready to eat. This is my first batch. I take them out and I put them on a rack lined with foil so they don't get soft or have to sit in the oil, and they'll stay crunchy until we're ready. This is the full batch. See how many it made? Just for 2 chicken breasts, you have a whole rack of chicken nuggets. So that can definitely feed a family of 3 and 4. All right, family. We have our KFC inspired chicken nuggets. We got the full batch fried. They are flaky, crispy, and seasoned. I'm just hoping that I'm not missing the salt because this is a low sodium version. So if I was gonna make it and pour the salt in, I might as well go to KFC, right? So let's do our taste test. I do them big, small. As y'all see, I just cut them and try to make them all the same size, but they didn't. I got big ones and little ones. So let's try it and see if we nailed it. Yes. Moist, tender, flaky. It is seasoned, but if you are used to having that salt, that, that boost, I'm missing the salt. But if I dip them in like barbecue sauce or hot wings, like some Franks or something, then that'll compensate for the sodium. So this is my low sodium version. It's a win. Nice and crunchy. And make sure you squeeze the bag to get that flaky crust. All right? Thank you so much for watching. And I may come back and show you what sauce I dipped it in. But for right now, thank you for watching.